In today's video, I have a nice haul for you. I went to Ravenna, Ohio to shop and found a new store. I went to an estate sale and also the Jackson Goodwill. Are you ready? Let's get started. I went to Ravenna for a church rummage sale and it wasn't my style. I didn't find anything there because there wasn't really anything vintage and it was a lot of clothes. So I nosed around a little bit and my husband had given me a list. A couple of the stores weren't there anymore and nothing was really hitting. And then the last store I went to on the list, I told the girl I was looking for vintage and she told me her friend had just opened up a new store. I have the card here. It's called Hidden Gems, Thrift and More. I'll show you the card. You can screenshot it if you're in that area or close to that area. And then I'll also put the information in my description box for you. I was really glad I stopped. He picks things up at estate sales and then liquidates them in his store. So let me show you what I found there. I found this really cool vintage clock. If you heard a ticking noise in the background, this was it. This tells the weather prediction, what the weather's going to be like. This is a clock, and this one is the temperature. He didn't have a battery, so I took a chance, but it was only $2. And when I got it home, I put a battery in right away and cleaned it up, and it's really cool. So that will be for sale. I also found this adorable little glass swan, and that was $1. That will be for sale. This hand-painted bowl, and he believes it was carved out of wood. Just so pretty. And that I got for $2. He threw this in for free. I think it might have been from a lamp, but I might try seeing if a candle would fit in there. It would make a nice candlestick, don't you think? And the last two items are my favorite from that store. I found this in the case he had up front. It's so pretty. I thought it was a pill box, but it's a compact mirror. Don't want to blind you, but there's a mirror on the top and the bottom. And that he had marked $5, but he let me have that for $3. So isn't that pretty? That will be for sale. And then this has to be my favorite item. This really captured my attention. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's a little fairy, and she's under a mushroom, and then it's been sprayed with like a gold dust. And then the bottom, you can tell it's old. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. I just thought this was so unique and cool. So that will be for sale. That was it that I found that day at that store. I'd love to go back. It's really not close to me, but if we can finagle it in with a trip somewhere on the way there or on the way home, that would be good. Then I went to an estate sale. I went to 2 estate sales that day. The first one, this is all I found. And this is for my friend Halem, Melody's husband. He collects lead. I'm going to show you inside how cool the packaging is. Isn't that something? And the brand is Eagle. It's turquoise drawing leads. So I don't remember how much I paid for that, but it was minimal. Then I went to another estate sale, and this estate sale was run by the family, not a company. And I found 2 items. This, I wasn't really crazy about the color of the bench, but I wanted the bears, and it was all together. And I think I paid $2 for that. These bears are just so cute. I'm going to hold them up here. They're just darling. And I want your opinion. Should I put them in my booth and stage them on the bench? Or should I leave the bench out altogether? Or should I paint the bench an updated color? What do you think? And then the last item I found at that same estate sale was this. I think this is really adorable. And I don't remember what I paid for it. I just can't remember. I'll have to look that up. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. And this will be for sale. So that was it. And since I didn't take any footage that day and all I have is shopping, I thought I'd add in the Jackson Goodwill. That was on another day. I have noticed that some of the prices at the Goodwills are coming down a little bit. They actually have items for $1.38 and more items. So I'm encouraged. I hope they're getting the message. Here is today's mystery item. Do you have any idea what this is? I surely don't. I was trying to figure out the price. I think it was $4.55. I didn't want to pull the whole thing off, and it was in an awkward spot. So let me know in the comments below if you know what the mystery item is. This I found, and when I checked out, the lady that checked me out said it reminded her of Scooby-Doo. Kind of does, doesn't it? This was $1.38, and I believe that's a hobbyist piece. Yes, there are initials on the bottom. So he will be for sale. Very, very well done. I love the eyes. And then I found an Avon poodle. Now, I'm pretty sure I sold the white one before. They came in black and white. And this was $1.38. That will be for sale. I found something that's staying with me, and it's Avon as well. I was really surprised. I've never seen this before. And I think I'm going to put him in my Valentine's Day decor, but I think he would also be cute in Christmas. It's a little elf. And I paid up for that, in my opinion, $3.80. It doesn't go for much on eBay or anything. It's not valuable. I just loved it. And then lastly, you may be surprised. No, actually, I have two more items. Sorry. This item is not staying with me. It's a planter. It already has some, what do you call that? I can't remember offhand. You know, when you're on camera, you forget words. It just happens. But to put your fake flowers in, I'll probably take that out and clean it up. What do you think? For my booth. This is from 1-800-Flowers. And again, I paid up. It was $4.30. But I already had it. I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to, let it slip through my fingers because these are not common for me to find at all. So that will be for sale. And then I did forget, I do have this lovely blanket that I found. I do have a collection of these plaid blankets with the fringe, and I'll show you that and where it's going to go. And then I pull them for the holidays that I want to use them for. So I'll put that one up in the fall. And it was $6.34. I'm up here in our extra room. It used to be my mom's bedroom when she lived with us. And now we call it Melody's room because she stays in here when she comes to visit. Here's my collection. There's the new one. And I put them in order of what season I would use them. So the bottom 3 there would be for fall. And then the top 2 would be in the summer for like my patriotic stuff. So my hubby made that ladder, or when the kids were little, it went on one of their bunk beds. So I just kind of used it here for a different purpose. I'm so glad I found that. I love it. Forgot to show you in my last video where I ended up putting my Bystol Honeycomb Snowman Mini. Isn't he adorable? Huh, I'm so glad I bought those on eBay. If you didn't see my last video, you can go check it out and see the other minis that I got as well. Let's look at my St. Patrick's Day decor. I have a little corner of my dining room decorated, and I'll go back and show you things in greater detail. Here's just an overview. So let's get started. You may remember when hubby and I shopped with Melody and Halem in the Pittsburgh area, I found this adorable Mickey plate for St. Patrick's Day. That's the new thing there. This one is fairly new. He's a hobbyist piece and I adore him. I do have this little gal for sale, another one that I found if anybody's interested. She's a Lefton. And then this musical is a new addition this year. I found that at a garage sale when I was shopping with my friend Joan. Do you remember that, Joan? Shout out. I miss you. She's one of my friends from Majestic, and I haven't been able to go down there, as you know. This I made myself. I just took some blue Scrabble tiles and brushed over them with green paint. And my hubby made me that little stand to put them on. I made that too out of a scrap piece of wood. It's just chalk paint. I'm not sure what they're called. Chalk markers, I think. And this is from my friend Tracy. She found that for me. It's a Longaberger. I was so thrilled to get that. Isn't it adorable? And this gal I found at the bins, and the bottom of her feet are missing, but I don't care. I rescued her. I love getting pins to use as decor. Okay, I'm going to get down then so we can get to the next shelf. The easiest way to do this is to just sit on the floor. So there's an old postcard. And this is not old, but it's made to look old. And I love this metal caged flower frog. And I have an obsession for cupcake toppers. And I think those are so cute. Just some printouts from online that I put in flower frogs. And this guy's from my friend Melody. Another old vintage card. Look how cute she is. And then these are from my friend Meredith. And look, I made it a pot of gold. There's gold in there too. You can't see it. And then I just draped my beads out over the edge. Some more cupcake toppers. Love, love, love them. And some more little buttons that I got in a grouping. Okay, and let's go to the bottom. There's shenanigans going on down here. I do have a large collection of these popcorn decor items, and this one is one of my favorites. I have the 2 for St. Patrick's Day. The one was at the beginning on the wall. That's it. That's everything I found that I'm showing you for today. So if there's anything you're interested in purchasing, I will put my email along the bottom of the screen. And if you ever see anything in any of my videos in my booth that you want to know about, just contact me by email, or if you're on Instagram, you can send me a message there. Let me know if there's anything that was your favorite. I always love to hear that. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.